Okay, wanting a silver bullet. So many practices come to me and they say, so what is the one thing that I should be doing to market my practice? And if there's one thing that I hope that you leave today with, is the knowledge that there is no silver bullet. Okay? There is not one thing to fix your marketing. There's not one thing to guarantee new patients in the practice. There's not one thing to retain your existing patients in your practice. Okay? There is no silver bullet. The people that I worry about the most are the practices that actually think that there could be the silver bullet out there. Because, believe me, there are the companies that are trying to sell you a silver bullet. Okay? If you're an SEO company, guess what? SEO is going to fix all your problems, isn't it? Okay? Or AdWords is going to get all of your patients in. Okay? There is not one thing that you could be doing in your practice. You know, if there was one thing, I would have written the pamphlet on the one thing and not a book. Okay? There are so many things you need to think about in your practice. So please, you know, do not buy the silver bullet. Do not answer the call when they're trying to sell you a silver bullet. Put down the phone, delete the email. It's all about the touch points. So this I should probably have tattooed on my forehead, is everything is marketing. Marketing is everything. Okay? Everything that you do and your team does in your practice is marketing. Your practice is touch points, is every single interaction that you have with your patient and your potential patient. It's every phone call. It's every conversation. It's every visit. True? It's everything you put out on social media. It's every email newsletter that you send. Okay? It's every treatment plan you presented. It's everything that you do. Because, let's just say you're putting out marketing and it's saying, we are the friendliest, most caring practice in Melbourne. And somebody goes, great, they pick up a phone and your receptionist is grumpy, yeah, short-tempered, does not want to answer their questions. Does that affect your brand? Yeah? Okay. If your marketing says we have the best technology, the highest spec equipment, yeah, we care, we invest, and they come into your reception area and it's old and it's tired, does that affect your marketing, your brand? Okay. Everybody in your team affects your brand, your name, your reputation. Okay? So everything you do in your practice is marketing. So just to labour the point, and I'm going to take you through a scenario of clip art, which is going to look beautiful, so trust me. Okay, I just want to really reinforce how patients are going to be perceiving you. Okay, so let's just imagine this beautiful man is looking for a new dental practice. Okay, first thing he does, true, his phone friend, word of mouth. Word of mouth always has been and always will be the number one way that practices get new patients. But actually think about it now, it's actually phone a friend, but it's also ask people online, isn't it? So even that's changing. So when they hear about your practice, they'll look online, true, and they'll read your reviews. And we're in the perfect place to talk reviews if you have questions there. They'll look at your social media, okay? Social media is here to stay. And they might, oh, it's gone, I've lost it. They might remember that they've seen something in print, something in the newspaper, okay? If they like what they see, they might look at your website. But you've got to remember that they're not just looking at your website, they're probably looking at your competition's website at the same time, true? So let's hope everything that they're seeing so far is all stacking up. It's all looking great. Yeah? Only now is when they pick up the phone. So how critical is that first phone conversation? Okay. absolutely critical. Okay? You can do the most amazing marketing out there, but if that first phone call is not converting, then it's all a waste of time. So let's imagine they've had a great phone call. Let's imagine they can get in when they want to. They're in, okay? You've got them through the door. So when they walk through the door, the receptionist is friendly, they're made to feel welcome. But hopefully, they've seen some photographs of you on your website, on your brochures, and they've already seen your reception area. So this is one of the really interesting things about photography, is that the human mind, when they see somewhere a photograph, and when they see it in real life, they actually can't tell the difference, because in their mind they recognize it. Does that make sense? And they feel more comfortable. So you actually want somebody to walk into your practice and feel instantly comfortable, true? So if they've already been there, they've already seen your reception area, they've already seen your team, they already have another level of comfort. So this is really critical. So you've got a friendly greeting, you've got a beautiful waiting room. Dentist comes in, he or she, warm, approachable, everything's going great. Okay? Treatment plan presented, questions answered, they've had the time, they feel relaxed, they feel informed. Okay? They're sent home with some useful information about the treatment plan. You might even send them back to your website to watch a video to find out more, to educate them. They get a follow-up phone call saying, how are you going? How was it? This is utopia, guys. And then they get a thank you card handwritten by the dentist, and I know all of you do this. Okay? How many times, and this is one scenario, okay? How many times have you been marketing to your patient? Okay, every single step you could fall down, true? Every single one of those steps could stop a patient coming in or a patient returning, true? Every single one of those steps could, and I hate to say it, reviews, could turn a good review to a bad review. Okay, let's hope it was such a great experience that they go and they write a positive review. So everything you do in your practice is marketing. Everybody on your team is marketing your practice. It's critical. You know, there are so many things that you can do to market your practice. There are so many bright, shiny objects. Okay? You need to really analyze where you're spending your money. Okay? Attracting new patients is something that most practices want and most practices focus on. But did you know it costs 5 to 10 times more to get a new patient into your practice than it does to keep an existing patient in? 5 to 10 times more. So if you are one of the practices that is always going, okay, need new patients, need new patients, need new patients, you need to go back and you need to think about your existing patients, how you are keeping them in your practice. So there is no silver bullet. I've laboured the point, okay? There is no one single thing that you can do to get new patients in, okay? There's no one single thing that you could or should be doing to retain your existing patients, and you need to think about all the multiple touch points in your practice and make sure that they are all working. Any questions?
Just on the reviews, are you allowed to ask patients to write a review? Like, what's the legal stance?
You are not allowed to ask your patients for reviews.
And if they do write a review independently, are you allowed to leave it up on your website, or do you have to take it down?
It should never be on any piece of marketing.
Okay.
If it's on a Facebook or on Google Reviews, this is why I love presenting with ADA.
If it's on Facebook or Google Reviews, that's okay.
As long as you haven't asked the patient, but you know, from the perspective of the AMA, we don't condone Facebook and those kind of.
Because we've had a couple of patients put comments on Facebook and we've sent them a message and thanked them for them and taken them off. So are you allowed to leave them up? Or?
You are allowed to leave them up.
But you cannot ask,
You cannot.
and you cannot use them.
Yeah, you can't use them as a testimonial in
Yep.
other avenues. But if there has been left on a Facebook page, you know, it's like if it's a negative comment, what are you going to do about that? So, yeah, you'll be removing those.
Well,
Yeah.
What about written testimonials?
Sorry?
What about the written testimonial given by the
Feedback
patients?
You-
Like patients feel very happy and they wrote a letter to you saying that this is, and you
Yeah.
mentioned their name and everything and they sign it off and everything. Is there any way you can use that to?
No.
You cannot use
The dental
any
board have got
reviews.
really clear guidelines on your advertising. If you head to the dental board website, they've got really clear advertising guidelines and they mention no testimonials.
Yeah.
And all those
So in the book, there's the URL of how to get the APRA guidelines. There was another one, summary that came out 3 weeks ago, wasn't it? The latest. Yeah. So there was a review. So one of our awesome jobs in my dental marketing is to make sure that every practice we work with is squeaky clean, that you know they understand the rule, because there are so many rules. Is to really understand this and make sure that they are not in breach in any way.
With the online reviews,
Yeah.
we as parents respond to those reviews,
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
even though we're not using them, we're not using this,
Yeah.
thank you for your review or
Yeah.
with your concerns, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
And you know, maybe in the break, if you want to have a conversation about that, because it's a long conversation. So there's ways of responding. But bottom line is, if anybody leaves you a review, positive or negative, and it's in a platform that you can respond. So if they've said something great, you say thank you. If they say something bad, you say thank you. Please phone the office. Please come in. How can we sort this out? Okay, so you respond. Common, you know, courtesy. Somebody leaves a review, you need to say thank you. But yeah, that's a huge conversation that we always like. And I always go, Sharon. Okay, so we can talk about that at the end or in the breaks.
Just with that as well, I mean, I was in LA or California and someone from Google, and they were saying that they can track if you're, I know a few practices that they say, while giving you free Wi-Fi or something like that while you're waiting,
Yeah.
please review us on that.
Yeah.
And they say if Google actually tracks you coming from the same IP address all the time, they can actually punish you and bring you down in your search. So
there's two problems there. Number one is no practice should ever be saying write a review while you're sitting there, because that's in breach of the APRA regulations. So, you know, $5,000 to $10,000 fine there. And number two, yes, absolutely, Google knows everything, and it will know if somebody is sitting there writing awesome reviews about your practice. So, I guess the message is, no matter how smart you think you are, then Google is smarter, and APRA is watching.
Just answer this young lady here. With the letters that she gets, you know, people praising her. I don't think, and you can probably verify this, there's nothing in the APRA document, because I've worked next to me all the time in marketing, that you can't have it in a folder.
That's what we do
At
now.
your
That's what we're currently doing right now.
and that's all
We
you
put
can
us
do.
on
with it.
album.
Yeah.
We
That's all you
have,
can do.
But you can't have it, Mrs. Jones said, we're the most amazing practice in Melbourne, on your website, on your marketing. Okay.
That's
All right, we happy to go to the next one? Great.